Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Dhanjit Deka. In this class we will discuss about a very important topic from general aptitude part, and that is number system. So from this topic question may not come directly, but this concept based on number system, this is very important to solve the other problem in general aptitude. Okay, these simple things, if you don't know, problem may come when you go for the other problems. So let us see the topic number system. Okay, in the number system we'll discuss about various types of numbers. What are the various types of numbers are there? First, natural numbers. So these are the counting numbers that ranges from 1, 2, 3 and ... etc. So these counting numbers are called as natural numbers. Okay. So second one, it is whole number. The set of natural number, that is 1, 2, 3 ... and 0. This set of number is called whole number. That is counting numbers and 0 both together called as whole numbers. Okay. Now you see what is integers. Integers. The set of negative counting numbers, that is minus 3, -2, -1, 0 and positive counting numbers 1, 2, 3 ... Okay, this set of number is called integers. Fourth one will be odd and even number. What is called odd and even number? These are natural numbers, set of natural number. If the natural number is divisible by 2, then it is called even. And odd numbers are not divisible by 2. These are natural numbers not divisible by 2. Okay, so we have studied natural number, whole number, integers, odd and even numbers. The fifth one will be prime numbers. These are also natural numbers, some kind of natural numbers, but there are some characteristics of prime numbers. The prime numbers have only two factors. That is 1 and the number itself. For example, 2 have only two factors, that is 1 and 2. 7, it is a prime number because 7 have only two factors, 1 and 7, etc. Number 6, it is composite number. These are the natural numbers. These are natural numbers other than prime number. Okay, so what is composite number? Composite numbers are natural number which are not prime numbers. Okay, so far we have discussed 6 type of numbers. The first one is natural number. The counting number, that is 1, 2, 3, these numbers are called as natural number. And the whole number, the set of 0 and the counting number or natural number is called whole number. Integers, the set of negative counting number, 0 and positive counting number is called integers. Odd and even number, these are also natural number. One is divided by 2, another one is not divided by 2. Prime numbers and composite number we have discussed. Okay, now we'll see about co-prime number. So what is co-primes? Suppose A and B, these are two numbers. Okay, and these two numbers are co-prime to each other if their A and B are co-prime if the highest common factor of A and B is 1. Okay, suppose you consider a set of number that is 2 and 3. If we try to calculate the HCF of these two numbers, it will be only 1, because the factor of 2 is 1 and 2, whereas factor of 3 is 1 and 3. So common factor will be only 1. So 2 and 3 are co-prime to each other. Similarly, you can say 8 and 11, these are also co-primes. 4 and 5, these are also co-primes. Okay, now we'll see what is irrational number. Irrational numbers. So these are the numbers which cannot be expressed in terms of P by Q. Okay, irrational number are those numbers which cannot be expressed in terms of P by Q, where P and Q both are integers. It can be any integers, and there also a condition, this Q, the denominator, it cannot be equal to 0. Okay, all the numbers which cannot be expressed in the terms of P by Q are called as irrational numbers. For example of irrational number you can take as root over 2, 3, 7. These are irrational number. There is a special example from irrational number, 22 by 7, 3.14. These are rational numbers because this can be expressed in terms of P by Q. But pi, okay, the value of pi, that is 22 by 7, pi, it is a irrational number. Why? It is found that experimentally this pi value, it is not exactly equal to the 3.14 or 22 by 7. Therefore pi, it is considered as irrational numbers, whereas 22 by 7 it is considered as a rational number. Okay, now we'll see the last type of number, that is called real number. Okay, number 8, it is real number. What is real number? So real number, it is generally denoted by R. Okay, it is the set of all the rational numbers, and irrational number. Is called real numbers. Okay, the set of real number, it includes all the rational number, irrational number, natural number, whole number, all the integers, okay, rational number and irrational number. It includes all the numbers. Okay, it introduced by R. or denoted by R. So these are the various types of number that we should know. You should remember these numbers, 9 type of number. Okay. Now we'll discuss about applications of these number systems. Okay. Here we'll discuss about two applications. The first one is test for prime numbers, and second one is unit digit of an exponential. Okay, let us consider the first one, that is test for an prime numbers. Here you will be given a number will be given to you. You are supposed to find out whether this number is prime number or not. Okay, suppose you are given a number p. You have to find out whether this p number is prime or not. In that case, we will consider a natural number. Suppose we will consider a natural number n. N is a natural number. We will consider this n natural number in such a way that the square of this natural number should be greater than equal to the or given number p. Okay. Now what we will do now? We will find out all the prime numbers, which is all the prime numbers. We will find out all the prime numbers which is less than equal to n. Okay. We will do two steps. We will consider a natural number. Square of that natural number is greater than equal to p, and we will find out all the natural numbers, set of all natural numbers that is less than equal to n. The natural number the natural number we have considered. Okay. Now if the given number p is divisible by any of the prime numbers, any of these prime numbers, then p is not a prime number. Again, if this p is divisible by any of this prime number, then p is divisible by any of the prime numbers. Sorry, if p is not divisible by any of this prime number, then p would be a prime number. This is how you have to find out a given number whether it is a prime number or not. First you have to consider a natural number. That natural number should be considered in such a way that the square of that natural number should be equal to the p or greater than p. Okay. Now we will have to find out all the prime number which is less than n. Okay. Now if this p is divisible by any of this prime number, then p would not be a prime numbers. If it is not divisible by any of this prime number, then p would be a prime numbers. Okay. This is how you have to find out a number whether it is a prime number or not. Now we'll see the second application. Now we'll see the second application, that is unit digit of an exponential. Here we will given a exponential number. You are supposed to find out the unit digit of that exponential number. Okay. Suppose you are giving an exponential, that is a to the power n. This is an exponential number where n is any integers. In that case, the unit digit of this exponential it depends upon the value of n. Suppose consider case 1. If a equal to 0, 1, 5 and 6, then unit digit is also be 0, 1, 5 and 6. In case 2, if a equal to 4 and 9, then unit digit this unit digit will also be 4 and 9 if n is odd. If it is even, that if n is even, then unit digit will be 6 and 1. Okay. Now we'll consider the third case where a could be the value of 2, 3, 7 and 8. In this case, what will be the unit digit of the exponential? In such case, the exponential it is a to the power n. Okay. Now what we will do? We will divide this power divided by 4. Okay. It will take a dividend and it is divisor. Okay. In this case, we'll get a quotient q and remainder r. Okay. So two cases may be arise. If r is equal to 0, then unit digit of, if r is equal to 0, then unit digit of the exponential, that is a to the power n, this will be equal to unit digit of a. Okay, this a, unit digit of a to the power quotient, that is q, this quotient. Okay. If r is not equal to 0, that is remainder is not equal to 0, then unit digit of a to the power n exponential, it will be the unit digit of a to the power remainder, that is r, this remainder r. Okay. So this is how you have to find out the unit digit of an exponential. Now we'll discuss a problem here, numerical, then the concept will be very clear. Okay. So this is the numerical. Here it is asked that what is the unit digit of 10 to the power 402 plus 4 to the power 302. So let us consider the power first. You first divide this power 402 divided by 4 and 202 divided by 4. In this case, the remainder will be 2, r will be 2 and q would be 100. Okay. In this case, r also would be 2 and q would be 4, 8, 22 and 5, 85. Okay. So here r is not equal to 0 in both the case. So unit digit of these two will be, unit digit of this number would be 7 to the power 2 and this would be 4 to the power 2. So here it is 49 and it is 16. Now you consider the unit digit of this number and unit digit of this number. When we add these two, unit digit of this number would be 9 and plus unit digit of this would be 6. When you add both these two, then we will get 15. So unit digit of this number would be 5. Okay. So this is how you have to solve the problem. I hope you have understand whatever the things I have discussed here. If you have any doubt, you can ask me on the comment section below. And if you are new to this channel, then subscribe our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon for any instant notification from this channel. Okay, so see you in the next video. Thank you.